It's another Monday, another crash to the Titans. Let's get into it. Rocket and Groot, 4-star, blue, yellow, green user. Their blue ability cost 11, and what it'll do, it'll place a blue repeater tile on the board that at the start of each turn deals damage and then creates a black attack tile on the board. And then, the attack tile will do damage at the end of the turn. So they got something to deal damage at the start of the turn, something at the end of the turn. Their yellow ability, Welcome to the Team, is a passive. At the start of the battle, they create strike tiles on the board, and they'll have a decent amount depending upon the levels. At level 3, I think it's, 4 strike tiles, I want to say. But usually folks keep it at level 5, so you can get the 7 strike tiles. And then they would have more stronger tiles if there were more members of the Guardians of the Galaxy on the team. But we don't have to worry about that since this is a one-on-one. And then finally, their green ability, Don't Push This Button, is an active and a passive. So actively for 10 green AP, they create a green countdown tile on the board 3 turns. While that green countdown tile is on the board, Groot will make an auto match on the board, prioritizing match 5s first, and then match 4s, and then match 3s. If the countdown tile reaches 0, then we get dealt a ton of damage. If the countdown tile is matched before those 3 turns expires, then team damage is given, but it's also dealt to Rocket and Groot's team as well. As far as affiliations, Rocket and Groot are obviously Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously heroes. Other stuff it doesn't really matter for the crash as per usual. But we got old Dazzler, the Marvel Puzzle Quest meme. So she obviously is a black, red, and green user. So we'll look at her abilities real quick. Survivor is her passive. If she would take 5% or more damage, as long as you have 2 friendly, at least for every 2 friendly strike tiles on the board, or protect or attack tiles, remove up to 2 enemy strike tiles, protect tiles or attack tiles, stun the target for 1 turn, and then make 4 of those friendly random tiles a little bit stronger. And at level 5, it'll do countdown tiles as well. Dance for Queen is her red ability, cost 7. She creates 5 strike tiles on the board for the listed amount of damage, and then if you have more red AP when you fire off this move, then she'll create an additional 3 strike tiles for the listed amount. So if you fired it off at 9 AP, then she'll create the 5, and then there's that. But if you wait to fire it when she has 10 AP, then she'll create the additional red strike tiles. So I'm not gonna say it's fun, it's useful, but it prioritizes you literally in waiting for the right time to pop it off. And then Sounds of Light and Fury is her green ability. It costs 7 as well. This is pretty cheap. So she deals damage to the enemy team, and then deals damage for every friendly special tile on the board. Max of 10, then at higher levels, more damage all across the board. Her affiliations, for those that care: Heroes, X-Men, Mutants, A-Force, and Excalibur. And then her support, Pocket Starter, what it does for her synergy. Whenever Dazzler makes a match, there's a less than 45, well, there's about a 45% chance to create 2 red charge tiles. Well, it's less than 45%, like I said. At rank 1, her green match damage is increased by the listed amount, and then at rank 3, her red damage is increased by the same amount as her green. And at level 5, base match damage for black is increased by the listed amount as well. So there's that. Now the strategy against Rocket and Groot is this: like, if you have a lower level Dazzler, what you would want to do is you want to try and find some support that creates strike, attack, and projectiles on the board. Then also, hope that Rocket and Groot makes a match so that you can activate your survivor, and then have turns unimpeded by Rocket and Groot. For our normal Dazzler, all you need to do: match red, match green, fire off your red when you get enough green, and go from there. So I'm gonna let my matches do the talking. Wow, that was anticlimactic there. I didn't even bother to even take a look at how many strike tiles I had on the board. That was just really quick. So as far as pairing up people with Dazzler, what we used to do back in the day when Rocket and Groot was much more of a menace, you would pair your own Rocket and Groot with Dazzler, and then you would have Dazzler make a match so that she's in front, and then whenever that happens, it would take out their strike tiles, weaken them, blah blah blah, and then you could go about your matches, normally. Ideally, you could do it against Medusa too. Well, I mean, if Rocket and Groot was paired up with Medusa, now she really didn't have that great of a use now because, well, Polaris and all that there. But that's Dazzler in a nutshell. So in the next 6 days, 20 hours as of this recording here, we got our good friend Nightcrawler with the double crash on Monday. So there's that. We do have to talk about the 2 new additions in Marvel Puzzle Quest. Well, one of them, Ascension, I'm going to do that video literally when the update goes live. So as you can see, well, I mean, y'all can't see it on top of the screen, but I'm still on revision 287, so we'll deal with that there. Like I said, when that update goes live. But the Chasm video, I promised I was gonna do that there, so we're gonna actually take a look at him in PvP in the class of 2022. So let me end this video here and start that one there up.